Hey, hello there. Happy Sunday crafternoon, everybody. Today is Sunday, April the 26th, 2026, and it is episode number 231. How the time flies. I know I'm here, I think, a couple minutes early. I was getting a little antsy just standing here waiting for 1 o'clock. But I'm sure I'll give you guys some time to find me in your news feed. And as you do, go ahead and say hello and let me know where you're viewing from. What was I just going to say? I feel rusty. I missed a week, so that's 2 weeks since I've been here live with you guys. And I'm not sure. We'll get through this. Anyway, my name is Dawn Bourget. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves everything, stamps, inks, paper, all the blingy things, and making things. And anyway, also, just to let you know, if you haven't already joined my newsletter and if you'd like to know what's going on with here at the Chalet and as far as Stampin' Up! The latest and greatest news, make sure to go ahead and add yourself to my email list. You can go ahead and point the camera on your phone to this QR code. It will take you directly to a link. You just tap on the screen. It'll take you to the link. You can go ahead and sign up for my newsletter right there. It takes about 30 seconds. It's really easy. Also, if you see anything that you would like to purchase today, make sure to check out my online store. In fact, this QR code here is for my online store. And this QR code over here is in case you'd like to get all of your purchases at a discount. And if you do have questions on that, please reach out to me. It's always a great time to be a part of the Chalet team and the Stampin' Up! Family. All right, guys, let's see what we can do here. See what I can remember as far as what to do when I go live. First of all, the other places where you can find me, after we're done with the live today, I like to go ahead and load it to YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to it, go ahead and look up Dawn's Creative Chalet, hit the bell, and subscribe, and the bell will turn black. That'll give you all the notifications, which is pretty helpful. Also, my blog, once we're done here, I'm going to be posting the pictures and all the things on the projects that we are making today. Hey, Evelyn. Yes, I did get pretty muddy on vacation. I'll be talk to you guys a little bit more about it while we're creating. But yeah, it was a good time, but my body is relieved that I'm not bouncing around in a tiny little side-by-side for 8 hours a day. Oh my goodness. It was fun though. It was a lot of fun, and the weather was perfect. Almost too dry, actually, because dry equals dust. So anyway, so make sure to check out my blog, and I'll have the replay on my blog. And also, like I said, the photos on my blog of the things that we're making today. And then, of course, my online store. And if you'd like to follow me on Pinterest. I haven't been on there lately. I've had a new... I don't know. I discipline myself getting online, or at least I try to, because I know how the internet can suck you in, and then 2 hours go by and I've gotten absolutely nothing done. You guys can't relate to that, can you? Oh, come on. Anyway, also upcoming events here at the Chalet. So this Thursday, which is the 29th, just look at this, Dawn. Don't try to fudge it. Or the 30th, I'm sorry. We have a class coming up. That is a product-inclusive class, so there are no sign-ups for that, but just letting you know on that. And then as we get into May, we have some fun things going on in May. On May the 1st, I have the Starbucks Sip and Stamp. So that's this coming Friday. I've already got it all set, ready to go. We're going to be making a masculine card. It can either be Father's Day or birthday card. So that will be fun. And it's a free craft. Bring your friends. You get to make one card. You can also purchase either a sweet treat or a coffee or whatever, and just hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. I'm also losing my voice. I think I still have dust in my throat. Let's see here. Thursday, May the 7th. I'm going to do a catalog kickoff party. I know I had to think about that. Like I said, you guys, it's been 2 weeks since I've been here. I feel like I'm very rusty, dusty. Anyway, May the 7th, which is on a Thursday, we're going to do a party, a catalog kickoff, and some new online exclusives. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So make sure that if you're local, if you'd like to join us, I would love to have you. We have seats yet available. And it's $30 or free with a minimum purchase, either just before or during the class at my online store. And we're going to be basically showing, I'm going to show a lot of, in fact, all of the designer series papers that are new for the most part. I have a lot of bundles and suites. We're going to be creating with new products, all the things. It is a lot of fun, and it's truly a party type atmosphere. And I would love to have you join us if you're local. Also, on that note, so the next date I'll be live is on May 3rd, which is on a Sunday. At that time, I'm going to announce what we're going to do as far as a little online catalog kickoff. So similar yet different. And I kind of have an outline of how I want to do it, but I'm not going to let you know yet. I will let you know on the 3rd as far as how I'm going to handle that, because it's going to be a midweek thing as far as me getting online and showing you some fun things. And so stay tuned for that for next week, and I'll give you the lowdown on that. I need to get that. I was trying to get that done while I was away, but I think I was just too tired tonight to even think about it. So yeah, I didn't do it. Basically, I was on vacay. Also, on May 14th, we have Creative Card Class, where we make 4 cards, where it's $30 are free with a minimum order. And then towards the end of May, on May 28th, we have our Product Inclusive class, which is going to be all about the Bloom Boutique Suite. Now, I know a lot of you don't know what that is yet because you haven't seen a catalog, but it's beautiful, and it includes all the brand new in colors, and we're going to make some gorgeous cards with those new in colors. So anyway, that's coming up as well. And then, of course, also this month on the 16th, on Saturday, I have my big event called the BOGO event. It's all of the retired stamps and all of that stuff. All my retired Stampin' Up! Products are put into one big room, and you go ahead and shop for them. Now, they are priced at what the catalog had them priced at. This is not a garage sale. It is a BOGO. What you do spend at my event, you'll get a coupon to go ahead and shop for new or current and new product, which is a good deal. It's a BOGO. It's free stuff. Like, I do encourage everybody to spend over the BOGO amount with their coupon, because that will help me with the hall rental that I need to have in order to make this possible, so my peeps don't get run over on US 10, because that could be very dangerous having that here. But anyway, so that is coming up, and I hope that you'll join me, and that'll be May 16th at 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. I still am not sure if I need to move it the hour-wise, an hour later. I need to get a hold of the gal who's in charge of the hall now. She's newer and a little bit different to deal with. So anyway, sometimes they allow me to set up the night before, which is very helpful so that I can start right at 10 o'clock. So I guess that's what I was getting at. Long story long, right? So anyway, so that's coming up as well. And just to remind you guys about a couple of other things here as far as shopping at my online store. If you reach the, hey, Kristen, hello, happy Sunday afternoon. If you reach the $75 mark before shipping and tax, and even if you do have your Stampin' Rewards, you still stay at the $75 mark, you'll receive this PDF from me for free. It's 16 projects, complete with full color photos, all the measurements, and video instruction. And it's the Creative Card Collection. And it's featuring the Cutest Crew bundle, which is an online exclusive. But of course, you just find it in my online store. It's so stinking cute. So anyway, this is something that you'll be rewarded with as a free gift from me with all these fun projects. And also at the $75 mark, you'll be able to purchase a product of the month for just $5. But just make sure you go through the process, you click on the buttons, and you physically add it to your cart. Because if you do not, you will not receive it, and there's no way to get it after you click the submit your order button. Ask me how I know. Yeah, been there, done that. Speaking of product of the month, this is the product for April. It is the Eyelet Blooms die. It's big. It will cover our A2 size card, and it's beautiful. I think I showed it last time we were live. It seems like forever ago, but I'm not even sure where to find it. I see a big pile of stuff I've been working on, and it's over there. But anyway, you get the idea. It is really, really pretty, you guys. Very detailed. You get it just for $5 if you hit that $75 mark. And just a review that this was, and I think it's still available, Notes of Spring was a product of the month for March, I believe. And then we also had, I think we may still have this, the Designer Series paper, and I believe this was February. I should write on these so I can figure this out because, you know, it seems so long ago. And I think this was February's, and I'm not positive if this one's still available. This is one of my favorites. Like, I'm all about the stamp sets. Hey, Lonnie. Hello. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Also, just to let you guys know about Paper Pumpkin. So May has sparkling celebrations. They look like those lanterns that you throw into the sky or something. I don't know how they work. They're lit lanterns, maybe because of the, I don't know, candles they put in them. I'm not sure. Anyway, it looks really cool, and it's called Sparkling Celebrations for May. Make sure to sign up by May 10th if you would like to get this kit, unless you already have a ongoing subscription to Paper Pumpkin. And I wanted to show you guys the April kit. For those of you who are already subscribers, you can, by the way, before I show you that, purchase this die set. It's an add-on, and that's the number for it. But you need to be a subscriber, and the system will know if you are or not because it goes by an email, and you need to set up an account in order to shop with me online. Anyway, what was I going to show you here? These right here. So... Anywho, so this is going to be cards. This one was cards. So I'm going to show you those cards. So in the April kit, we are making 3 each of 3 designs. They are so cute, and they coordinate with product in our new May through August 2026 catalog. I wanted to call it annual catalog, but it's not really an annual catalog anymore. We don't have that. We have 3 catalogs a year, and they're smaller. So I'm not really sure to call it a mini catalog or just a catalog. So I guess whatever you want to call it. But this is the first one. This is the second one. And then this is the third. Now, if you don't need Father's Day cards in particular, you can make them all birthday cards because they give us a stamp set that covers that. Now, I'm really bummed because I'm finding out that these case inserts, because I know we still sell the cases, even though we're not using these for our stamp sets anymore that you purchase, we can still purchase the cases. As far as my knowledge, I believe. But anyway, Paper Pumpkin no longer makes the case insert that you can print and put into the case, which bums me out because I like to have them on my shelf like that. Okay, so I organize them, and then you can see everything on the back. Yeah, and I put all the extra stuff in them, all the things, right? Well, now all you get is this that comes in the kit, so I'm just sticking it in the front there. I get 2 kits every month, so I have double the stuff because I like to use these for Starbucks when we're there. These kits are awesome, and they're easy enough for even a beginner to do, so that's why I love them so much. Along with our kits collection. But anyway, just to show you guys the stamp set here really quick. And that is the stamp set. So you could just do a bunch of birthday cards or thank you cards if you wanted to. Whatever your poison is, you can do. But I love these. I think that they're just so cool. And this whole suite of product that's in our new catalog coming up is really neat. So I wanted to show you those. And then also, I wanted to show you the kit. One of them. The other, I started to sort out bits and pieces. It's actually a scrapbook kit, and I didn't get it put together. I've been meaning to, and I just haven't. But this is the Painted Skies in the kids collection. So I wanted to show you these because these also coordinate with some new product coming up in the May through August catalog. So I'm going to show you all 3 cards. So you make 3 different designs, 3 of each. And I think they are gorgeous and super easy to assemble. So I really like this kit too. I was like, I don't know, I'm torn. I love this. This would be cool for Starbucks as well. But I don't have an opportunity to grab it before this coming Starbucks. But I don't know, maybe for the next. We'll see. We'll see what's up our sleeve, right? I like to keep you guys guessing. But which one of these 3 are your favorite? I kind of dig them all, but I'm really partial to lighthouses, being that we have several lighthouses very, very, very close by here. But anyway, my goodness, I am like, what is going on with my voice today? Sorry. Okay, so that's all the things about the kits, Paper Pumpkin. If you need any help with that, just let me know. You can purchase Paper Pumpkin going to my online store and just doing a search at the top, Paper Pumpkin, and all the fun stuff will come up. You can go ahead and set up a subscription, ongoing subscription right there. So it's really super easy. And you can manage it right there too. You can skip a month if you need to, if you're on vacay and all that fun stuff. But they're great, especially this time of the year if you're traveling. You can pack the kits or a Paper Pumpkin from the kids collection or the Paper Pumpkin kits while you're traveling and do them on planes, trains, and automobiles. So, I don't know. It's cool stuff. Also, just to mention to you guys about the online exclusives that we have in the online store. And we have the upcoming stuff for May. And one of the things, I know this was part of my childhood, was watching Winnie the Pooh. We have, and it's not actually called Winnie the Pooh, it's called Silly Old Bear. But we have a whole suite. It's a double suite of product that if you have kids, grandkids, I don't know, it's nostalgia for me. And I was surprised that Stampin' Up! Was able to, because Disney is really weird about, stuff. Let's just put it that way. And, so we were able to have Winnie the Pooh things, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So if you're into that, you'll want to order early on May the 5th when it becomes available, along with our new catalog, which is where? Right here. Order early in the morning so it doesn't sell out. I know that they'll be carrying it for a little while, but I just don't know how long, right? They never let us know. I guess it depends on how popular it is, but I truly believe that the Silly Old Bear is going to be a hot item as far as the online exclusives go. So grab it up if you are thinking about it at all. And I'll be showing some samples and things for the online catalog kickoff. I think that was everything, because this catalog, this will go away basically the end of this month. And then this will kick in, well, actually, it's through the 4th of May. And then this will be live starting May the 5th. All right. I think I covered it all. You guys ready to do a little bit of creativity? See if I can remember how to stamp after being away from this for 2 weeks. At least it feels like it. Also, just to let you guys know that I have I call it a recipe card. It does not have all the measurements on this, but it does have all the products that we use. So if you want to download the link and get this, the links will then be clickable on your computer, and it's all the products that we're using today. Okay, and then all the helpful links as far as where to find me, how to shop, all that stuff will be right here. All right. Okay, let's see. What am I going to do first? Like I said, I feel really rusty today. This is weird. That's the only bad thing about going away. I get out of sync. I'm a very routine person, all the way. And when I don't know, it just throws me through a loop when I am not consistent. Anyway, this is our first card. So what are we working with? I guess I should show you guys that. That would kind of help, wouldn't it? So first of all, what we're going to work with today is Natures Symphony. This is a really cool bundle, and it's been very popular. I'm sure that you guys have seen it. And the really cool thing about this suite, it's been a suite, a product in the January through April catalog, is that it is carrying over into our new catalog. The only thing that is not carrying over are the embellishments, which, let me see if I can grab them here, which are these little guys, I believe, right here. I only have a few left. And also, the Secret Sea ribbon is not carrying over. So, yeah. But anyway, but the bundle is, and I have some fun cards to show you guys. It's just a matter of either playing with the same colors that have been featured in the designer series paper, or going about doing something on your own as we get into the paper becoming extinct, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's get you guys going on this card here. I know I have a lot of pieces, and I want to make sure, okay, looks like I did. Like I said, I put the kits together 3 weeks ago, actually. Anyway, so this is a fun card. I love to feature the designer series paper, which I believe is called Nature's Walk. Let's see here. Yeah, ta-da! Ooh, I impressed myself. Anyway, so it has a lot of blues and greens in it. It's gorgeous. It's just one of the sheets that you're seeing here, but I love it. This is my favorite sheet, by the way, because it had all the colors in it. And I think that our blues and our greens are so pretty, and they complement each other so well. So anyway, we're using that as well. Let's give you guys some measurements. We're doing some layers here. So first of all, this is our, I even did the inside. Look at me go. This is a piece of basic white thick cardstock. It's cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then this white piece, I did already use, let's see here, Balmy Blue and Secret Sea, I think. And I just decided to decorate it. I went on the town. I forgot I did that. Oops. Anyway, so that's already done through the magic of Dawn TV. And we're going to layer it. So this is a piece, I believe, of 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is just an 1/8 bigger. And this is Night of Navy. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just put these together. You guys like the way I just said 1/8 of an inch bigger? Oh boy. But it is. I'm being truthful. My brain just doesn't math very well. Okay, and then we're going to put this on the inside of the card. Just like so. Actually, I think that might be a little bit smaller now I'm looking at it. Just out of curiosity's sake. Oh, yeah, it is. Oopsie. Oh, well. You guys can layer as you like. Okay. Oh, gosh. Alrighty, so as far as these layers go, Night of Navy is 3 5/8 by 5. The designer series paper is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and it's the blue swirl, I'm calling it. And then the basic white, oops, I'm sorry, reverse, basic white, sorry guys, basic white, 3 5/8 by 4 1/8. Night of Navy is 3 5/8 by 5. And then the designer series paper is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, I think. Okay, layer as you like. That's what I say, because this is going to fit really tight. I don't like these 8ths. Can you tell? I really don't. I'm not good at them. I don't know why I did it, but I did. Oh gosh, you guys are in for a treat today, I tell you. You're so lucky. Okay, and then we're going to layer this piece on top. And what I did is I used the die, this one right here, and just cut it out so it'll peek through. Isn't that pretty? But before we do that, I think what I better do is some stamping, just because. So first of all, I'm going to grab Balmy Blue. And this, I call it it looks like wood, like driftwood, possibly. And I'm just going to stamp it there and stamp it there. And I think I also stamped it there. Looks good. Okay. I feel like Bob Ross or something. We're just going to put a little bit here, a little bit there. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. Wipe that off because I know I'm going to be using it again. And then let's go ahead and sandwich this right on here with this other layer. I probably should be using liquid glue for this one. It may be easier, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead. So that Night of Navy is still going to peek through. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay, and then we're going to layer it to the card front. Just like so. And then the inside piece, yep, I did. Let's say, did I already do that? Yeah. Yeah. I think my brain is still on vacation. What do you guys think? And then I'm going to take some of my liquid glue here. And I cut this out with Balmy Blue cardstock. I love this die. Look at the detail in that. And I'm just going to put little tiny droplets of multi-purpose liquid glue. And we're just going to slap this puppy down wherever it lays. Ta-da! Okay, that looks great. Just like that. And then we have this piece here. This is a die, which is this one right here. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. This would actually be really cool to use a blending brush. And maybe, and by the way, it is crumb cake cardstock that we're using. And if you use a little bit of crumb cake ink on it, I think that would be really cool. But we're not going to do that today. And then these little guys, these are cut with, I think this is, yeah, Secret Sea. And this is this cute little die right here. And we're just going to go in and strategically just stick them randomly. I did cut out 3 of these. So we'll stick one there. Just to help that darker blue pop, I thought would be kind of fun. There we go. And we'll put that, I don't know, right there. And one more. So what did you guys do this week? Let me know. Did you do something fun? Do a little bit of stamping? work in your yard. I don't know. Tell me, what did you do? Okay, then what I'm going to do is use the phrase, you make me smile. And I'm going to use Secret Sea ink. I'm so happy that this color, even it's an ink color, but it's got another year with us. But I'm kind of hoping, because next year they let the cat out of the bag at Stampin' Up! Saying that we're going to get a color revamp, which I'm excited for. And with that, I hope that maybe this will be included in our color family somewhere. Maybe the neutrals. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just hopeful and guessing that maybe that's what will happen. I don't know. But I sure do love Secret Sea. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're actually going to do fussy cutting. I know, don't fall out of your chair. Don't adjust your, what they say it way back when, don't adjust your television. It's real. She's doing it. Real time even. I didn't even do this ahead. So I'm just cutting around this sentiment. Oh my lordy. I am so not good at this stuff, you guys. Like, I love to create, but I always say I'm a very lazy stamper and not good at the fussy cutting or the coloring. I like my designer series paper to do the work for me, so I don't have to do so much. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's see, we're just about done. Oh, we did it. I'm so happy. Okay, so I'm going to put that right about there, and I think since I did pop this up, I know I put it on with dimensionals on this card, I'm going to make this a little more flat. And so for this little guy, we're just going to put him on with multi-purpose liquid glue. Right about there. And then I have some Secret Sea ribbon. Now, this is not carrying over, and I'm not sure if it's still available. I forgot to check. But I love it. I love how pliable it is. It's so soft. And I wasn't sure. I was almost thinking about using the twine, but I think we'll keep that bow for another project and use Secret Sea like I did on the sample here. And we'll glue it down with a couple of glue dots. All right, we'll stick it right about, I don't know, there, I guess. That looks good. And then one last thing. And I have to be sparing with these because I literally don't have that many left, but these are called the faux bronze pentagons. Whoops, come back here, little thing. I just think they're kind of fun, kind of, I don't know if you really want to say masculine feel to it, but nonetheless, they're kind of cool. All right, so that is card number 1. What do you guys think of that one? Okay, let's reach. Now, by the way, we have 3 cards, and then I'm going to show you guys how to make something really cool so you can make this into a giftable, like a little, yeah, a little gifty. Okay, so here is card number 2. Isn't this paper, like, pretty, though? And I really wish I would have followed through and checked to see if it's still available for you guys to get. Because if it is, it's called Nature Walk. Grab it up. It's gorgeous. You won't be disappointed. All right. This one, too, has a lot of layers. Oh, I forgot I kept this. By the way, you guys, I think I just wanted to put this in here to remind you guys. So when you use your dies, keep the negatives because you can use your blending brushes and use it like a mask, which is kind of fun too, which I did for something, obviously. But anyway, I think it was just to remind me to tell you guys about that. Just a little tip. Always look at things, I don't know, to see if you can repurpose them before you just chuck them, right? Okay, so this is a piece of basic white thick cardstock, cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we have a couple of layers here, and I should have grabbed my cheat sheet. We have cloud cover. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And then we also have the Nature Walk designer paper, which is 5 by 3 3/4. So these are going to lay together like so. We're going to layer them. It is. Thank you very much, Kristen, for checking. You're awesome. So the paper Nature Walk is available. So yeah, you guys, if you love it, grab it up. Thanks again, Kristen. You rock. It is pretty. Let's see. There we go. And then we'll layer this entire piece to the card base. I know I keep going back and forth between seal and multi-purpose liquid glue. I do that all the time. I don't know why, but I do, because I always have both of them on my table. All right, I'm not sure why this was here. Jeez. Okay, I used that big die again, and this is cloud cover. This is basic white. In fact, I have a couple of cloud cover. Why? I don't know. I think I just threw it in there just because. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use multi-purpose liquid glue. Dot, 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 dot all over. Okay. And by the way, on this piece, I guess I did do this. This is why, aha, this makes sense now. Look at that. So what I did is I did use the blending brush. I told you guys, I put this together 3 weeks ago. So I used the blending brush and cloud cover ink, and I went ahead and inked it up randomly. And this is basic white with some cloud cover ink on it. Because then I cut it out after I did the little bit of brushing of color. So it wasn't stark white, if that makes sense. Because this is what stark white would look like against that. So basically, yeah, toned it down a bit. And I don't think I'm going to use that white piece. And we're going to use this piece, which is cloud cover cardstock. And we're going to go ahead and dot this up with multi-purpose liquid glue. And again, just kind of let it fall where it falls. I don't fight it too much with these dies because I have a tendency to rip them or something, and that would not be good, right? And again, I'm using this die right here with Crumb Cake, magically cut. And I think we'll put that on again with dimensionals. Alrighty. And we're going to stick it on here like so. I have more of these little dies too. Now this is Pretty Peacock that I used on these 3. Whoops, they're falling. Anyway, and I just thought it'd be fun just to give it some extra color to it. Just fun to play and draw out all those colors that are in the designer series paper, right? So I'll put one there. Again, I always do like rules of 3. It's a little more pleasing to the eye. At least that's what they say. Alrighty, and last one. Whoops, here we are. And I think we'll stick that one right there. And then I also cut extras in case I made a mistake. Actually, I cut 3 different sizes. Look at me. We'll use those for something else. And from this set, there is this little itty bitty thank you. So I need to find that right here. And I think we'll borrow, let's see here, this block. Stick it on there. Whoops. It's either wanting to stick to my hand or to the glass mat. Okay, now it's crooked. Dang it. Dang. Come on, little guy. Oh, heck with it. We'll wing it. All right, I'm going to grab Pretty Peacock ink. Make sure it's right side up. And always be careful not to rock your stamp. Okay, clean that off so I don't get that Pretty Peacock all over me. Then it'll look like I got another bruise along with the bugs and bruises that I've apparently got all up and down my arm already. And let's see here. So, I was going to tell you guys about the trip. So it was a lot of fun. I forgot the total amount of miles that we rode, but we did put on a few miles, and we rode the trails in the mountains in East Tennessee. It's beautiful there. The weather was perfect. In fact, it was so perfect that it was very dry. And when the trails are dry and you have 6 rigs, you all go in a row like a row of ducks. I'm going to put that there. There we go. So that's card number 2. Isn't that cute? Last card, and then we'll show the other little bonus project. Anyway, as I was saying, you get in a row, and we all have radios so we can keep in touch with each other so nobody gets lost on the trail. Because when you have that many rigs, like I said, and it's dry, the dust kicks up, and it can really kick up. So with that being said, it was very dusty, and I did post a picture of our rig and how dirty it gets on the inside. And the people inside get that dirty too. But it's a lot of fun. It's very relaxing to just be out there and sucking. I don't want to say suck in. That's not the right word. Just enjoy the scenery. Oh my gosh, Dawn, seriously. Okay, so what we're going to do with this piece, let me measure it here. Lordy B. So it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but we're going to rip it so that you can see some of the crumb cake. This is a crumb cake base, so it will show, just like this card here. And by the way, the crumb cake is cut at 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And the inside piece is very vanilla, which I don't use too often, but I felt like it was a little softer to put on the inside than that stark white. And this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Anywho, so the rigs. So you follow everybody in a row. We have a leader, and he's got the radio to tell us, be careful of a big rock here, or a big mud hole, or a washout, or anything like that. I'm going to take about 3/4 of an inch. We're going to rip this. And my favorite thing, believe it or not, now you guys know, I'm a girly girl. I don't like to get dirty and stuff, but this is different. It's different. But anyway, with that being said, my favorite thing is to go through the water. Although some of the water there is kind of skanky. And it stinks because I think it sits around for a while, on the trail. And so that's how you collect all the mud on your rig. So if you guys have seen the photos, you've seen the inside and the outside of the rig get very, very dirty. Anyway, so we tore this. I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the card front. I'm going to use some liquid glue this time, just in case I need a little bit of wiggle room. But it's a good time. The mountains are so pretty. And there's this one stop, I think it was our last day, where we seen the monkey in the tree. It was not a real monkey, it was a stuffed monkey. But anyway, the scenery there was beautiful, and it was so quiet, other than us chitty-chatting, and the birds were singing. It was just a very peaceful moment. I loved it. Oops, I lost a couple of my leaves. That's okay. It's okay. We're going to layer this anyway with another set of the same die here with, I believe, that's designer series paper. That's right. It'll cover that right up. I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, so it's kind of cool. And we had a couple of cabins. There were 12 of us total. Kristen, who's watching, was one of my roommates. And it was a good time. We always bring a grill, and we prepare for everybody breakfast and dinner, and then we eat snacks on the trail for lunch. That's how we did it. So yeah, it's just a good time. All right, we're gonna put this right about there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and discard those because you can't even tell that I accidentally had a mishap with some leaves. Again, crumb cake for that die. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on with dimensionals. Whoops. Then I'll stamp my sentiment, and I believe it is Old Olive. So this one I did use linen thread. I already tied the bow. So let's see here. I got glue on me, so now everything's sticking. Okay, Old Olive ink. And to a great guy. Oh, where is that one? Whoops, here it is. There it is. Stick it on the block. I even like the font in this because they kind of mix it up slightly, so it's kind of fun. By the way, I am stamping onto Very Vanilla, and I use the stylish shapes for that dovetail shape for the sentiment. I'm going to go ahead and stick it to that directly with some multi-purpose liquid glue, like so. And then our double tied bow. And let's see here. Where are my glue dots? They hide on me, I tell ya. There's one. So like the invisible glue dot, try to find it if you can. Okay, there you go. There you go. And we're gonna stick this right about there. And again, using these cool little bronze doodads. We'll put one here. And we'll put one there. Whoops. And this one's gonna stick to me here. Okay. Here we go. All right, so that is card number 3. Now what I want to show you guys, let me grab that here, just a sec. You guys like that one? Isn't that pretty? Okay. Oh, here's just a 4th. I'm not going to make it with you guys because I really didn't follow through on getting all the pieces set to go. But here is another card using for a sample in case you want to go ahead and make it yourself. I used, I'm trying to think of the name of these dies. Oh my gosh. I'm really not with it today, am I? But anyway, this is Pretty Peacock, and this is Old Olive that I stamped Old Olive, so same tone, and cloud cover, and again, the Secret Sea ribbon, and I stamped tone on tone for the sentiment using the stylish shapes. This, oh my gosh, I'm not going to try to attempt to remember unless I wrote it down. Let me see here. Did I? I can't even read my own writing. Isn't that awful? Anyway, so here's another card that you can put into what we're going to make next. Thank you. Thanks. Pretty colors. Like, I love that Pretty Peacock color. It's so gorgeous. So now if you wanted to make these as like a little giftable, like a little stationery packet, of course I put all of my scraps on my paper cutter, and we need to get these off. So I'm going to show you guys really quick how to make this. It's so super easy. But for this one, I wanted to go with matching with the cards, right? The same theme. And I believe you take, yes, a full piece of 12 by 12 paper. I'm going to show you guys how to make this, if I can remember. This is going to be the true test. Textured notes dies. Thank you, Evelyn. That's what they are. I was like, it's textured something, but I wasn't going to. Thank you so much. You guys are, you're my tribe, right? You're getting me through this. So anyway, I thought that this was so pretty to make. And again, it's my favorite piece of designer series paper in the pack of Nature Walk. And I also, like, we're not going to decorate and everything, but I'm just going to give you guys measurements and show you really quick how to do it. Super easy. But I did use Pretty Peacock and Cloud Cover, excuse me, cardstock. And I also, on the Cloud Cover, I stamped in Pretty Peacock. And then, of course, using this beautiful Secret Sea ribbon. Oh, I love this stuff. I really, really wish that they weren't going to be that they put on Last Chance. But anyway, let's slide this off here. I don't want to untie it. The bow, at least for a while, looked pretty. It's starting to look a little wonky now because I've been messing around with it. Then you open it up, and it's just a little stationery packet. So you can put your envelopes in there along with your cards. All right, so let's get our cards here. And stick those in there. And then you could also, if you wanted to, get a booklet of stamps. Maybe there's a booklet of stamps that has something to do with nature. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? And then you could stick that in there as well. So you could give it, oh my goodness sakes, I'm going to squash all this stuff. Anyway, you have your envelopes in there, and you decorate it up and close it with a ribbon. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and make one. The basics, and then you guys can decorate it as you like, right? So we're going to go ahead and bring over the trimmer. You're going to use a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So this is just our 12 by 12 two-tone. This is crumb cake. I figured it would be easier to see it on this than it would be on our pattern paper. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece. We're going to leave it as 12 by 12. We're going to score it at 5.5 inches. Whoops, I hope you guys can see this. As a matter of fact, you know, I've been going to town this whole time, and I didn't even check to see what view you guys had today. That's lovely. Sorry about that. There, that kind of helps. Alrighty then. So I'm going to bring this down so you can actually see the measurements. So 5.5 right here. And now with designer series paper and our 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock, it's a lighter weight than our normal cardstock. So be gentle. I normally don't have a gentle hand with this, and I can't tell you how many times I've ripped our designer series paper and our two-tone cardstock, but it doesn't take a lot. So anyway, I've scored it at 5.5, and then you also want to score it at 6. Oops, I'm going to have to bring out my little wing here. 6 1/8. So we're going to go right about to the edge of that dark gray. Double check here. Whoops. Yeah, I did put it in the right way. I'm like, wait a minute. So 5.5 and 6 1/8. Back and forth lightly, and then we're going to turn it 90 degrees and score it at 4 inches. All right, just like that. And that's all there is to it. So I'll show you guys why I did the extra little score line there. So first of all, let's see. Oh my gosh. In fact, did I do that right? I don't know. Something looks kind of funky to me. Oh, I may have messed it up, but you guys will get the gist of it. Let's see here. I need a bone folder. You know, it doesn't surprise me in the least. Because honestly, well, maybe it's right. We'll see. Just a sec. I talk to myself all the time like this too. Dawn, it's okay. Just wait and see how it turns out first. Don't panic. You're fine. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it is right. Hey, there we go. Because what you want, although this one actually wasn't as thick. You see what I'm saying? Like a book. So it gives you room for your stationery inside. And it doesn't bulk up so much. So I think I actually did it a little bit larger than what it should have. But that's okay. It's okay. Because it still works out perfectly. So you have room then to put in your envelopes and your cards. Maybe even a pen, if you want to include a pen, like an RSVP pen, they call them. And you can untwist them and then roll up a piece of either cardstock or designer series paper, and then put it inside the pen so it matches the stationery. It's actually very cool. So anyway, just a fun way to make a little giftable to put your note cards in if you decide you want to give your stuff away to a good friend. All right, I'm going to bring everything back in here for you guys. And once again, you'll find the pictures to the projects that we've made today over on my blog. And I'll be uploading the YouTube video and also the recipe card. Once we're done here, I'll put a link up above if you're watching on Facebook. I'll put it down below at the very bottom of the description on YouTube, and it will also be available on my blog. You'll see a link there for it in a couple of spots if you would like to look for the items that we used today. Okay? All right, guys. Well, we got through that safe. Safe getting through this Facebook Live. I appreciate you guys being here today. It's good to be back. I love routine. I'm glad to be getting back into a routine. And like I said, next Sunday, which will be May 3rd, I'll be on again, 1 o'clock, and we'll have more specifics as far as what I'm going to do for a online catalog kickoff party with you guys, along with having one in person on the 7th of May for any peeps who live nearby. And if you'd like to be a part of that, make sure to let me know. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love getting new products. It's like the best part, right? Anyway, guys, have a great week. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much, you guys. Thanks, Evelyn. I'm glad that you like it. I know it's a beautiful set. And honestly, I wasn't even this was not on my radar at first at all. But I've made a lot with this suite. All right, guys, have a great day and a great week. And I will see you next Sunday at 1 p.m. for Sunday Crafternoon with Dawn. Bye-bye.